I've been running a website where I sell Pokemon cards for the past month, and here's how it went. Hi, I'm Andres, and I sell shiny cardboard on my website, thecardboardcosmos.com, all from this bookshelf right there. To keep myself organized, I decided to make this PowerPoint to recap how this past month has gone. To start things off, I figured I would talk about why I decided to make my website in the first place. In early February, I started selling on eBay. I bought collections from Goodwill and separated them into singles that had some value. And with the bulk, I basically organized them into generations, so 1 through 9. And I basically made them into packs of 24 cards with no duplicates, all from the same generation. So for Gen 1, it was just the original 151. And I made these packs because at the time, and I still am, working on a National Dex binder. So one card for each Pokemon. I figured since I would have been interested if I found packs like that, that other people would be as well. The singles I posted sold very quickly. The packs that I made also sold pretty well. The only packs I have left on my eBay are for generations 7, 8, and 9, so they just sold pretty well. At one point, I had packs for each generation. After I sold most of the singles, I decided to try and sell Japanese booster packs. So I bought a couple boxes, opened them up, sold the packs separately, and those also sold pretty quickly. And here is my eBay selling overview. I have sold $683 in the past 90 days. At least to me, I've sold quite a bit. When I first started selling on eBay, I kept track of all the sales I made, and I believe it came out to about 1 to 2 sales a day in the beginning when I had a lot more listings. But now that I only have those custom packs that I made, it's slowed down quite a bit. And here is my eBay feedback page. I have 100% feedback. I have had only a handful of issues. That's mostly due to the post office either losing an order or it just being delayed for whatever reason. Each time though I have had an issue, I was able to do right by my buyer, whether that's giving them a refund or trying to figure out if they wanted something else instead that I could send them. They've all given me 5-star reviews. I've gotten reviews for the Japanese booster packs, my custom packs, and the singles that I sold. So after selling on eBay for about 3 months, I decided to start my website just to get away from those high selling fees, which was about 13% if you're selling cards. I ended up picking Shopify to build my website. It took me about a week to build, and I ended up launching it on April 12th. And as I was building my website, I made social media accounts on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Here is my YouTube channel, The Cardboard Cosmos. I have 8 subscribers and 13 videos. I aimed to upload 3 times a week. Having done this for a month, it comes out to about 3 videos a week, so I have been pretty consistent on that. So far, I've only been posting YouTube shorts, mostly showing what I have listed on my website, like Japanese booster packs and some jumbo cards. I also have a couple of code card giveaways, and I have one video of packing my first order. Here is my Instagram account. Again, the Cardboard Cosmos. All of the posts that I have on Instagram are the same ones that I have on YouTube. It just might be in a slightly different order, but they are all the same. Here is my TikTok. I would say out of the 4 accounts that I made, my TikTok is probably the most successful at getting followers and likes. Again, these are all the same videos that I posted on YouTube and Instagram. And for some reason, the TikTok I posted about packing my first order, that only got 1 view. Not entirely sure why that is, but it is what it is. And last but not least is the Facebook page I made. The Facebook page was the last account that I made, and I have not put as much effort into building this up as I have the other 3. I've only posted, it looks like, I've only posted 3 times on here compared to the 13 videos I have on everything else. So my Facebook page could definitely use a lot more work. And now a word from our sponsors. Me, check out my website, thecardboardcosmos.com, selling Pokemon Japanese booster packs, singles, and I also have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh singles if you feel like grabbing one of those. I have a special kind of variety bundle here. If you're not sure what you want or you've never opened Japanese packs before, you can get a pack of Battle Partners, Cyber Judge, Heatwave Arena, Stellar Miracle, and Triple Beat for $14. But if it's the first time that you're buying this variety bundle, you can use the code WELCOME4 to get $4 off. So it becomes $10 for 5 packs, so $2 a pack. There's also a special where if you get 6 booster packs, you will get them for 5% off. You can get it all from one set, or you can mix and match. So you can do 3 of Heatwave Arena, 2 of Stellar Miracle, and a Battle Partners. You'll get them all 5% off, or you could do all of Battle Partners, and again, you'll get them 5% off. If you don't want to buy anything, that's fine. You can join my email list to be notified whenever I list anything new on my website or restocks. Now for the part that people are probably the most interested in is seeing basically how my website is done in the past month. I have gotten 2 orders in the past month for a total of $25 in sales. From those 2 orders, they were mostly singles with 1 pack of Battle Partners. I have had 223 sessions to my website in the past month. A good chunk of those were likely me making sure that everything was right on my website. Out of those 223 sessions, a majority of those were on the desktop, with the rest coming from people checking on their phone. As for where people were visiting my website from, it's kind of interesting to me. Probably doesn't mean a whole lot, but before I actually finished building my website and after, a lot of people from Council Bluffs, Iowa were visiting my website. Not entirely sure why. It might be a Shopify thing for all I know, but I just thought it was kind of funny. After them, I've had a lot of people from Germany, Saxony, and Falkenstein. Sorry if I said that wrong. Unfortunately, I only sell Pokemon cards in the US. Maybe one day I'll do international, but for now it is just the US. All of those from Texas are probably me, to be honest. There might be 1 or 2 that weren't me. I've had a couple handfuls from just the US in general, with another handful coming from Washington. Now that we've gone over how the past month has gone, here's how I think it can be better. First thing that I can improve on is just the content that I've been posting and the frequency that I've been posting. I've been posting about 3 times a week, and I've been pretty consistent with that. However, I would like to post more often. I've noticed after posting, people usually visit my website more often, which makes sense. They get exposed to it, so they're more likely to click on it. So the more often I post, the more often that happens, the more likely that people are going to place orders. And for the type of content that I'm posting, I'll still probably continue posting just things that I have listed on my website, but I'll also probably start posting about any news that comes out. So for example, when Black Bolt and White Flare were announced a week or 2 ago, I can post videos about that. And for my inventory, I am just starting out, so I don't have the biggest variety of inventory. And with that in mind, I was thinking of implementing pre-orders, whether that's for unreleased sets or sets that are already out, like the Glory of Team Rocket. Pre-orders, I feel, are a good way to be able to stock more in-demand sets, and it's a good way for me to get stock of newer sets, which will make my website more appealing. And at the end of the day, I just have to keep on grinding. I have to just keep on posting videos, working on the website. The success of my website is going to depend on how much work I put into it. If I'm not posting content to get people to click on it, and then no one's going to visit it, and for the few people that do visit it, if they see that, for example, my prices are really outdated, then they're just going to click off right away and they're not going to bother looking at anything. So I just have to keep, at the very least, keeping pace of how I've been doing it now. Ideally, I would be putting more effort into it though. Now for how I feel about the past month, if you had asked me a month ago what I expected to reasonably happen, I would have probably just said I would have expected a few views on some of my videos, let alone people actually visiting my website and placing orders. So I've definitely accomplished more than I expected, and it's kind of encouraging that people have engaged with the content I've posted, visited my site, and placing orders. It keeps me hopeful that this could potentially grow. I've enjoyed doing all this, the posting, working on the site. It's all been pretty fun for me. Even the more mundane things like packing orders, I've just always kind of enjoyed. All the little things I've enjoyed working on and doing. And doing this has kind of gotten me out of my comfort zone, whether that's listening to my own voice, even though I still don't like it, showing my face on camera, just putting myself out there on the internet, it has helped me get a little more comfortable with being uncomfortable. So even if my website or business doesn't grow much past this, I'll be glad that I tried it, that I attempted to make videos on the internet. I won't have any regrets. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You're a real one. Kisses. I'll likely post another update video in the next month, or if I hit some type of milestone like getting 10 orders. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.